And we're live. Welcome to the Wednesday Nights, a group of friends that get together and play role-playing games on Roll20. On Wednesdays, we live stream our adventures here on Twitch. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube, where you can watch all of our previous episodes. Now, let's meet everyone. Tonight we have Bryce.
Good evening. I will be playing Wilhelm, Bolshevik journalist.
And Laird.
Hello, I'm Laird, and I'm playing Charles Stein this evening, ex-military officer on a bit of a travel about the world.
And still Aventus.
Hey, I'll be playing the adolescent Lucky, who is a circus knife thrower.
And I am GM Jeremy. Tonight we are going to be playing the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, and this is episode 3 of our Something Wicked campaign. The setting is Berlin in 1920. This episode contains adult themes and may not be suitable for all audiences, so viewer and listener discretion is advised. And with that, let's pick up where we left off last week.
I believe we have a squatter to deal with.
Indeed. Yes, so quick recap. Your friend Rupert was ill, summoned you guys to his hospital bed. He told you about something he was ashamed of that he had done in his youth. And it turns out that he believes that he and his friends had summoned some sort of creature in this old farmhouse of his. And he also believed that that upon the death of the last person involved in the ritual, that this creature would be released. And so 2 days ago, he passed away, and you guys have come to check out the house and see what kind of nonsense is going on in this old farmhouse, basically. And as you guys were investigating, you heard some noise down in the cellar. Turned out there was some sort of a hobo down there, kind of crazy-eyed, and gave you guys a little bit of a rumble. Managed to knock him down. Chuck punched him a few times in the face. You got him to, settle down a little bit. And then, with Chuck's experience in the war, he was able to determine that this hobo, who's, speaking gibberish and acting crazy, is in shock. And so, after punching him a couple of times, you kind of get him to settle down a little bit. And he's not fighting back so much, but he's just got that crazy look, the 1,000-yard stare.
And you must be friends with Pat and Chuck.
Hey guys, do you think this is the monster? You think this is the monster that old guy he was talking about?
Let's hope so.
Maybe he just had some dude living up in his attic, scaring the hell out of him.
Chuck is going to try and calm the guy down. Okay, I think the last thing Chuck did was put a gun to his head.
Well, you punched him in the face. There was that.
Well, there's that too. So maybe he hasn't totally registered the gun. Chuck's going to put that away, and he's going to try and calm this guy down, get the guy settled. He's going to try to talk reason to him, let him know he appears to be in shock, and they want to attend to that. Okay? Can he? And I don't know. Is there some kind of role for that?
Yeah, you could do like another psychology roll. See if you can't get this guy to calm down a bit. Okay, nice. All right, his breathing is starting to get a little more, level and even, and but he's still looking a little crazy. But He's a little bit better. He's not
Okay.
freaking out.
Is he harmed at all? Does he need any like?
Is he
first aid
harmed?
or anything
Look at
like
him.
that?
He's got
Well, I
blood
mean,
trickling out of his mouth.
I'm gonna try to like fix up his face, or if he's bloody and stuff, stop the bleeding and whatnot.
Yeah, he's got a black eye. There's some blood dripping from the corner of his mouth.
Wilhelm, that chunk of wood over there, could you bring that over here, please? I want to keep the guy laying down. I'm going to be explaining to him. Chuck's going to try and draw on what he saw medics do in this situation.
Sure.
And basically tell the guy what's going on. He's going to repeat to him that he thinks he's in shock. And what we need to do, is, or what he needs to do, is just lay back, relax. We're going to prop his legs up a little bit. And he just needs to calm down.
I'm going to go over here and use the lantern and look for something to help the hobo help. Like a
Sure.
pillow or a blanket or something.
Yeah, you look around a little bit, and down here in this basement, you see a pretty sturdy ladder right here. You see a bag with some nails down over here. There's a big pile of lumber, a tarp. There's a trunk. There's a toolbox. And then there's some shelves over here. There's a broken table over here. And here's that table leg. It looks like that this hobo dropped that he was using as a weapon. And you got some chairs and stuff over here.
Some stuff on the shelves or something? Is that shelves? Or is that...
Yeah, anything on the shelves?
You take a look. You're not finding anything that it looks like you could use to help him out at all.
I grab the tarp.
Okay.
I pull it.
All right. Yeah, you pull the tarp, and it just, it comes off of the pile of lumber. It comes off of the trunk.
I wad it up carelessly and then hand it to Chuck. I found this for you.
Okay. I assume Chuck's going to take it.
Yeah, stupid double muting again. Sorry. I don't know why I do that. Yeah, he takes it. Thank you, and props the hobo's legs up. I'm just gonna turn his attention back to the hobo and just let him know. Listen, now you're not in trouble here, so just relax. Let's try to get this shock taken care of. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He's just got that crazy stare.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Chuck will just try to reassure him that he's not in trouble.
Do I need to keep sitting on his legs? Can I get up?
I hope you did. Otherwise, I lifted you with his legs when I propped his legs up. I imagine.
So a few seconds later, the hobo speaks. Who are you guys?
We're friends of the owner.
You hear Lois at the top of the stairs. Is everything okay? What's going on down there? So loud. Chuck, are you okay?
We found the squatter. We're all right. Thank you.
Squatter? See, I tell you, there's no ghosts. It's probably squatters all over. Silly old men.
And
Jake's just
hey
looking at you
Wilhelm,
guys.
what's in that the chest? What is that? Should we look in there?
Yep, I am going to look at the chest. I wonder if this is what the key goes to, if this has what we're looking for.
Okay. So you find this, very expensive-looking travel trunk underneath this tarp. The straps are fastened and the latches have been secured. Doesn't look like it has a lock, though.
I'll undo the latches.
There's a big sign that
straps,
says, "Do not open."
You undo the latches. Okay.
And the straps.
Yep.
You have the light, Wilhelm?
I have the light.
All right. As you
I'll
list,
flip open the...
yeah. As you lift open the lid of the trunk, you see a folded black cloth with a handwritten letter resting on top.
I think this is it.
Wilhelm, read the letter. I start taking out the cloth.
Sure. Roll spot hidden. Okay.
Maybe if I flip it the other way.
No, you're fine. All right. And Wilhelm, you grab the letter. Here's the letter for you.
No. Okay, yeah.
Oh, hold on. It's not showing up for... Try that again. Gosh, what's going on? Let me try refreshing the screen for the viewers.
It's not showing up for me either. I'm gonna...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm going to try a quick refresh here.
Yeah, still nothing.
Okay. Just double check the file.
Is the ticking clock really necessary?
Yes.
I thought it was sounding good.
Right?
And is there also like a phone, like an old timey phone ringing in the background periodically in
Maybe.
this?
How about now? How's it working for you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got the text.
Yeah, perfect. It's working on this side too. Okay, so that is the letter on top of the cloth.
Someone want to read it for viewers who might just be listening?
Sure. Yeah, I'll read it. 23rd March, 1877. I don't know why I'm putting this down on paper. It's probably a bad idea. But I feel the need to leave some kind of explanation for my actions and intent. When I took the sarcophagus from my uncle, I did not think it would be missed. I expected to be able to research it and return it later. I was such a fool. Despite believing in the powers we tried to summon, I grossly misunderstood the consequences. Now, Robert is dead, and Harold a madman. I'm going back to the farmhouse to organize our things. I dread stepping foot again in that place, but I must make sure that our materials will be available again when we need them. Since the others are too shaken to attempt a banishment of the creature, I can only hope that the thing hasn't the power to remain in our reality for more than a few hours or days. At least it's bound to the house itself. I shall search for a means to destroy it before the last of us passes from this world and its release from the house, if it is still there. I believe I know where I can find the knowledge I need to drive the creature away, without assistance from the others. I hear tales of mystics in Munich that know of much of the true magics of the world. I am leaving the gold box in Rupert's care. I told him not to sell it or have it appraised by anyone, but did not tell him why. He also seemed puzzled by my insistence not to live in Berlin, but I believe he trusts my judgment not to go into danger unwittingly. My uncle does not know about our dark brotherhood, so Rupert and the others will be safe from anyone looking for it. I'll be back to put things right again. Signed, Marion Allen.
P.S.
No PS.
There is one that I see.
Is there a PS?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were being funny. Hold on. Where's the... there is. All right, check this out. P.S. I write this before I close the lid on the trunk. The thing is still in the attic of the house. It seemed to recognize me and spoke foul curses at me. I will carve protective wards on the trunk to prevent any tampering of its contents, just in case.
I look at the trunk. Is there stuff carved in the trunk?
Ah, yes. You, after reading the note and knowing what to look for, you do spot some strange symbols carved into the underside of the top of the trunk. And inside, you guys find a cigar box and a sheaf of yellowed papers.
Are they blank?
So, the hobo over here says, is this your house? Is this yours?
No, we're just friends of the owner. Don't worry about that. What's your name, friend?
They call me Red Jake.
All right, Red Jake. What state were you born in?
I travel. I swear I only found this house yesterday. Last night I heard strange sounds. The monster. His piercing shriek. It chased me into the woods. Oh, the smell. Oh, like rotting meat. I'm lucky to get away. It heard something. It heard something in the woods. It stopped chasing me. He starts to stare off aimlessly a little bit. California.
Chuckle just kind of.
California.
It's a lovely state. He just pats him on the shoulder. Just relax, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Kind of gives a look over to the two guys.
Yes. Working. Yes, the boat. The boat.
You used to work
family.
on a boat?
I have family in Germany. Yes. Boats. His eyes are darting about the room a little bit.
I'll move the wood to see if there's anything underneath it. And if not, then I'll grab the ladder and try to head upstairs.
Let's see. So you were looking at... See, inside the box was inside the trunk was the cigar box and a sheaf of yellowed papers.
Is there anything on the papers, or are they just paper?
Let's see. I'm trying to find my handouts here. Okay, there's that one. That one. Mm-hmm. 1 second here.
Did we bring the sarcophagus with us?
Here we go.
Yeah, I imagine we have it.
Yes, you brought that all along with you. You hear Lois up top. He doesn't sound too good. He sounds crazy. Crazy hobo.
He's in shock, Lois.
Now, Lucky...
We're just trying to calm him down.
Lucky, as you take a look at the yellowed papers, they contain handwritten notes. And they all seem to be dated back from 1877. So 6 of the sheets are all the same. And they are all this. Let me...
Must be the summoning ritual.
Or perhaps what he thought would banish it.
They are...
Well, because there's one for each of them.
This. So 6 of them. All are that, written in Latin.
Hey, Wilhelm, can you read this? I'll hand him up the papers.
It's Latin, not German.
I don't know what it is. I'll start opening the cigar box.
Okay, 1 second.
What about the 7th sheet?
Now, another sheet identifies that Latin chant as having been derived from a book called De Vermis Mysteries. It also states that while the original chant detailed the ritual for releasing the spirit trapped inside the ancient amber, several words within the incantation have been replaced, changing the original summoning ritual to one of exorcism so that it may be used to dispel. Another sheet contains a symbol.
Wow, look at this. Look at this, guys.
Where is Klaus when we need him?
Mm-hmm.
Wilhelm, take a picture of this.
I take a
and
picture.
This.
Okay.
I'll hold up the ritual and the symbol.
Okay. You take a picture. Poof, big flash. Red Jake over here screams and goes running up the stairs.
Whoopsie.
Chuck!
And you hear Lois at the top. Oh, what is this? Ah! She gets pushed out of the way. And this guy, he's just running. Yeah, Chuck is chasing. All right, so let me close these handouts. We can see what's going on with Red Jake over here. All right, so I'm going to grab your tokens for a moment. We're going to move them outside. So, Chuck, you make it upstairs just to see Red Jake, taking off through the doorway. And by the time you get to the doorway, you can see that he is running towards the trees. Let's go ahead and let's do a skill check here. Let's see what would be a good one for doing a chase.
Okay.
Lucky, you should go after him.
Should I?
Let's see.
Okay, here's the box. I just toss you the cigar box and I'll run up the stairs.
Let's go ahead and do...
And I'll walk up the stairs.
Okay, you guys start walking up the stairs. I assume still looking at the sheets because there are definitely more pages.
Yeah, I'm going to go sit at the table with Lois eventually while everything's going on.
Okay. And don't want fighting, language, survival. Maybe survival if you have running. If not, we will just do a constitution check. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Can I also partake in this? Because I'm chasing after?
Sure. Yeah, you're behind Chuck. Go ahead and do a constitution check.
Woo. Too many of those German desserts.
Excellent. All right.
I don't know. Is that a thing? Maybe German sausages. That's it.
All right, so Lucky starts running as well, and he manages to just get in front of Chuck. And so you guys, so he catches up pretty fast. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and do a.
Was this hobo actually American?
He definitely had an accent.
Okay.
And so, yes, I would say that Chuck would have recognized his poor German.
Mm-hmm.
And so you were like, oh, maybe he's just kind of a bumpkin or whatever. But when he says California, mentioning the boat, mentioning family, you're like, hey, I think this guy's American too. But you're not really sure what. He didn't really get into what brought him over. Maybe the war. Who knows?
Yeah, that was the next thing that I was going to try and insight on, but that's okay.
Okay.
We're chasing now.
That's right. Yeah, he's just running through the darkness, heading for the trees. Let's go ahead and do.
Is it
more.
nighttime now?
No, it's in the daytime.
Let's see. When did you guys get here? You got here around 10. You've been investigating in here for a little bit. Investigated
Hour
the
at
outside.
tops.
Well, you investigated the barn and walked all around the house and stuff. So yeah, it's probably still daytime. Probably is around early afternoon. And so he's running for the woods. Go ahead and let's do one more Constitution check and see what happens here. Nice. Okay.
There's the phone. Constitution. There we go.
Nice. All right. So, just as Red Jake hits the tree line, you guys divide up and manage to catch up with him on either side and can do like a brawl or something to try to grab him.
Okay.
Okay, and he's going to try and do a dodge. There it is. All right, he tries to dodge out of the way, but he can't. And so Lucky manages to grab him, but he trips over something, and you both end up falling to the ground. Lucky, your leg hit something really and got tangled, and you just were like, what the heck? And fell over, but you had a good grip on Red Jake, and you brought him down too.
All right.
Chuck is going to try and use this fall to basically keep Jake down, hold him down,
Okay.
But keeping in mind that he's in shock and whatnot, but, he still needs to restrain him so he doesn't go running off again.
Okay.
And, adding the soothing words. Okay, calm down, Jake. Come on, calm down. And
let's have Chuck and Lucky both roll spot hidden.
Yeah, I'd like to take this opportunity to see if I can spot any signs of soldiering in this guy.
Okay. First, I want you to both roll spot hidden.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm going to start the stove and get a pot of water going for tea for me and Lois.
So I'm going to try to... Does he have a belt on?
Okay. So...
Does Red Jake have a belt on?
Hold on.
Okay.
Wilhelm, there's no immediate... sure. Actually, yeah, you can find some wood. You get a little fire started. It's going to take a little bit for it to warm up for some tea. And Lois just sits in the chair and puts her elbows on the table and just, rolls her eyes and, blows her hair out of her face. You guys over here, Lucky and Chuck, Red Jake is, struggling to get away, and then he stops, and it's just like, ah! And he's looking. At first, you think he's looking kind of towards the house, but his eyes are actually set much closer. And looking down, you see another pair of legs sticking out from under some bushes right where Lucky tripped.
Ah!
Lucky, do you have him? Keep holding him.
Ah! I try to scurry around and get to my feet.
Oh, then Chuck will make sure that Red Jake is held down.
Okay.
There's a body! There's a dead body here. Maybe he killed somebody.
I don't think that's the case. Just relax, Lucky. We don't need two of you being hysteric.
I'll go and take out a knife and I'll like poke the bushes away or something like that to try to reveal who it is or what it is.
Well, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that with a knife.
Okay, so I'll grab some of the foliage or whatever and pull it out. I don't want to touch the body though.
All right, it looks like a person lying face down. Go ahead and give me a sanity roll.
Whoa.
Both of us?
Oh.
Yes, both of you. Ooh. Okay.
Do I lose another point of sanity?
You lose 3 as you're staring down at this. Oh, let's see here. And Chuck loses 1.
Damn, this is my night for failure, I guess.
And as you guys are just like, oh, you can't believe you're staring at this dead body face down in the ground.
Oh, you mess with it. You mess with it, Chuck. Oh, I'll hold on to Jake here. You go flip it over or something.
Kind of a look of disgust on his face, given the failed roll, and he's like, oh, you never get used to that.
What do you do?
Lucky will back up and then...
Once Lucky has secured Red Jake, then he'll go and investigate the body.
Yeah, Red Jake's just stopped moving once he saw the body. It's just like shaking. His eyes haven't left the body.
Before he steps over the body, Chuck, he looks at the body and he looks over at Red Jake. He says, you said it stopped chasing you. Was it right about here that it stopped chasing you, or was it further in?
He nods.
Okay. Chuck will return his nod with a, trying to reassure, and then he'll go and investigate the body more closely. Gonna walk over and do a bit of a perimeter, pull any extra shrub out that needs to be pulled out to better see things.
Okay. Yeah, you do some. You start pulling away, some bushes a little bit, and the body. You manage to get the body to flip over. And as you examine, looks like a middle-aged woman with a large hole in her chest. Go ahead and give me either a first aid or a medicine check.
Okay.
Maggie, she went missing last night, remember?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll do first aid.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Sorry,
you're just
I'm
like,
not there.
there's a big hole in her. I don't know what this is.
You want me to take a look at it?
How old does she look?
Looks middle-aged.
Oh, you did say that, sorry.
It has a hole?
And what color hair again?
Brown and gray.
Any potential signs of a purse or pockets that might have something in them, anything like that?
Nothing like that. But the clothes that she has on are blood-soaked and still wet.
Any distinct patterns on the clothing?
You couldn't determine any.
Color?
Red. Dark.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not able to determine very much about it. Your first aid failure is hindering you on this one.
I think Bryce is right about who this most likely is. I just was hoping to find some kind of identifier that, like, she was last wearing this, that sort of thing. She had a fond penchant of this style of dress, whatever.
Hey, Jake. Come on, man, get up. We got to go back to town. We need to tell the authorities or something. Come on, Jake. Get up.
Gonna turn back and be like, "Yeah, Jake, come back into the house. You need to rest. You're in shock. Okay, it's not healthy for you running around."
He gets up and is just shivering.
Chuck will get on the other
he
side
says.
of him
The war.
and help him.
Yeah.
So you served, huh?
War.
Who were you under, soldier?
He doesn't respond.
Wow, he must be out of it, man. That kind of training's hard to break.
But he walks.
As I'm waiting for the stove to boil the water, I'm gonna look in the cigar box.
Okay. The cigar box.
And the creaky door following up the phone ringing in the background. That's just beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you for that. I'm going to sleep well tonight.
Chuck, are you back? Is that you?
So the last 3 sheets of the paper you were looking at while going up the stairs discusses the procedure of the ritual itself. It takes at least an hour to perform, and it must be started at midnight. At least one person must speak aloud the ritual phrases. Another person must draw the pentagram on the floor, while another person burns a certain combination of chemicals in a fire nearby. Alan's notes mention that the chemicals resemble a brown powder, which it says he has prepared and stored with the papers in a metal canister ready for use. Let's see. While
So
one
like
person,
a coffee tin or cigar tin? I crack it open carefully.
So, really quick, while one person can perform the ritual chant, the notes recommend that several people take part, allowing each individual to occasionally interrupt their chanting without disturbing the overall ritual or its potency. If the chant is continuous, with at least one person reciting the repeating phrases aloud, the spirit must succumb. However, it warns that even the slightest disruption of the chanting may result in failure, requiring another ritual to be performed on a following night. The notes also suggest that...
For an hour. Mind you, for an hour.
Yep. The notes also suggest that during the ritual, that a watcher be posted, lest the sorcerers be disturbed by the nuances and distractions of malevolent spirits. And so in total,
This is 4 people at least.
These sheets confirm that a 2-hour ritual using the chant that begins at midnight should drive off unwanted spirits. Now, the cigar box. So the box and brand of cigars dates back, and let's see, by this time, you guys are back. So let me move your tokens back in with Wilhelm.
Gentlemen, gather round.
There
Wilhelm,
Discovering the
There-
greatest things.
there's a body outside.
Hello, Mr. Hobo. Good to see you made it.
There's
A
a
body,
body
you
of a
say?
lady. Yeah.
Most unfortunate. Come, look at these letters.
You need to come look at the body.
I do not want to see no body.
You have
Chuck's
to take
gonna
pictures
guide
of
Red
it.
Jake over to the couch and lay him down, and again try to prop his feet up. And he's gonna, go through just trying to keep him calm, let him know he needs to keep his legs up and relax. And again, try to reassure him, look, you're not in trouble. You're just among friends here, okay? I was in the ward too. I understand.
Wilhelm, you have to come take pictures.
And I tell them what I've discovered about the papers. So this is an exorcism. It takes an hour to perform, has to be done at midnight. At least one person has to be chanting this phrase continuously, this Latin phrase. At least one person, it recommends more. While one other person draws the pentagram symbols that we found using, and then a third person,
Klaus.
while the chanting and the drawing is being done, has to be burning some chemicals in a nearby fire. And this chemical is a brown powder that has been stored with the papers. And then another person, it's recommended, be posted as a watcher that's not participating, that's just watching and keeping anyone from interrupting the ritual, because it has to be chanted continuously for an hour with no interruptions whatsoever for this to work. And I'm pretty sure the powder is in this little cigar tin.
You guys smell cigarette smoke, and you look over, and Lois has got a cigarette that she just lit. She's also got a small silver flask sitting on the table. She takes a drag off of her cigarette. Oh. Exorcism, she says. To exorcise hobos.
Well, at least it'll be a lark.
Yes, Chuck. Yes. Please tell me we're not sleeping here tonight.
I have no desire to stay here tonight.
Is there a access to the attic in here?
Is there an attic?
Go ahead and roll spot hidden.
Even with just the four of us, this will be difficult.
Yeah.
I agree.
It is.
I mean, the person drawing the pentagram and burning the chemicals can help with the chanting, help a little bit. And I don't even know about having a watcher, having just another person chanting, because it's got to be continuous for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky will go down and get the ladder and bring it upstairs.
Okay, so Lucky heads down the stairs. You hear Lucky, say, "Is there an attic?" And he's looking around. And he goes, "I'm gonna get the ladder." And he heads down the stairs. Lois is just like, "Ugh." To find more hobos, as he's heading down there. Everyone, roll. Let's see here. Where is? Let's see. I want everyone to roll. Well, not Lucky, but everyone else is going to roll. Listen. Wilhelm. Let's see. We're gonna move here. Wilhelm. You heard a couple of. It sounded like thumps just come from upstairs, and it gets your attention. You turn, and you and Lois are looking at each other. And Lois is like, "Oh, you guys, stupid hobos!" And she jumps up on the table, and she pushes that latch open in the ceiling, and she goes, come out, you little hobos. And suddenly, whoosh, she goes flying up into the attic. And you hear this like, yeah, right? As she goes flying up, legs dangling, and then gone.
Okay, that raises some alarm.
Now, did she scream out or anything, or she just went...
It was very short. Very short scream.
Here I come with the ladder.
Here comes Lucky with the ladder.
Chuck.
Why do you guys look like that? What's this look on your face?
Chuck's on the table and.
What are you doing?
He's probably got his gun out.
I've got the ladder right here.
Chuck turns to Lucky and reaches for the ladder, like with, "Come on, hurry up."
Whoa.
As you reach over,
Wilhelm, where are you going?
as you reach over for the ladder,
I was not leaving. No, I was not leaving.
Lois falls out of the hole, knocking into Chuck, which knocks you off the table, falls down onto the ground, and then you hear a loud thump as the latch into the attic is closed.
What
Okay,
are
Chuck's
you
gonna
doing?
check Lois out real quick.
She has a hole in her chest and scratches all over her face. And roll either first aid or medicine. Okay. Chuck as well. Okay. And she's looking at you with these dead eyes, and it looks like something like maybe 3 prongs like penetrated into her skull as well, and there's just scratches on her face and these holes in her head as well as in her chest. And as you're looking at her, you realize that her heart has been ripped out.
I'm sure Chuck's just in a no kind of state and awkwardly
Whoa.
hand on her face, and he's taking this all in, but upset more than anything else.
And everyone needs to roll sanity.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, woohoo! Wow.
Nice. That's excellent.
Who we missing?
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm. Wilhelm, roll sanity.
Oh, he's AFK real quick, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can roll it for him. Or I want him to roll it. I'm not going to do this.
Yeah,
It's not
let
gonna be
him
my
let him
fault.
roll it. And what's Jake reacting? How's he reacting?
So first, you guys, both Lucky and Chuck lose 1 sanity,
Even though we succeeded?
even though he succeeded.
Oops. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Okay. And then when Wilhelm comes back, we're going to have him do a little sanity check. Dun, dun, dun. All right. And, Red Jake is just in, still in shock, and certainly these things aren't helping fact. Let's
No.
let's see if I can do a little sanity check for him too. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna lose it here. Oh, it's not too bad. Oops. Edit.
Did I just lose a sanity? Or no, that was
So-
Jake. Do I need to roll a sanity?
You need to roll sanity.
A sanity.
Sorry about that. I had a cat puking on my couch.
Oh, cats. I love cats, but
God,
man, I hate them.
Some of the worst.
So yeah, we need. All right, so Wilhelm loses only 1 point of sanity after watching the dead body of Lois get sucked up into the ceiling, and then a few moments later get thrown out into a bloody mess onto the floor. And yeah, Red Jake, he's just kind of sitting back over here in the corner.
I backed away to the doorway, hand over mouth.
You two get to watch an American grieve.
Apparently, Lucky turned into a ghost and is haunting the kitchen.
Well, this is his work partner.
Yes, it is. Your partner
This is bad.
just had her heart ripped out of her chest and her head stuck with something. Oh.
We must get this done, and we don't have enough people to do it.
I'm gonna be outside, guys.
Well,
I'm gonna
Technically-
step out here and
technically, one person could do it if they chanted nonstop, right? And could walk around and did the things that needed to be done. But it helps having more people to kind of divide up the
Oh,
process.
this is bad. This is just bad. We have to get this done. This is going to continue. Body outside, body inside. I take a picture of Lois.
Oh. It's not a very good one. It's a little blurry.
Smear the lens with blood.
You get mostly Chuck still kind of clinging to her. the back
Even
of
better.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, we don't have to go up there. Let's not go up there again. Can we? There's nails. Can we nail that thing shut? Maybe
Should
just
we-
not bother with it.
maybe we should just burn down the place. We could burn it down. It'd just all be gone.
The photo would probably the flash of the photo would probably snap him out a bit, and he would sit up and start to compose himself
Okay.
as much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. You've
Perhaps-
seen death
perhaps-
before, but yeah, this one hurts.
He's a lover. He needs to cover the body, so he's gonna go find a blanket, even if it's the hobo's sleeping roll.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. I have an idea. The latch is over the kitchen table, dining table, whatever. So we take the boards and everything. We board up this doorway. We perform the ritual in here using this fire. So at least we can board this off. And that'll give us a little time. Move the couch, move everything over, barricade it, use the boards, board it shut, barricade ourselves in. We have a way out if we need it. We have a fire for the chemicals.
We can. You want to do you want to do this here tonight? Is this what you're saying?
We don't have to do it here. I thought we had to do it here.
I think we would have to do it here. At least we know the things here.
Yeah,
It-
I would
it-
think
it
we
would
would have to
be-
be close.
Yeah, it seems like that would be necessary. I don't want to, if we could do it somewhere else, I don't want to have this thing traveling between wherever we do it here. Who knows what kind of chaos it could.
So we're gonna
he just
do
stops
this,
what he's saying
guys?
at that point.
We're gonna do this crazy stuff?
Peoples are going to die.
Lois just died.
Many more will
Alright.
follow.
Chuck's pissed right now. The anger is setting in, and he's actually going to go over and grab Lucky by the scruff of the neck and bring him over forcefully to Lois. and kind of push his face down so he gets a good look. And he's just like, this is the second one. Of course we're going to do this.
Chuck's
And
losing
then
it.
he'll just let Lucky go at that point.
Whoa, dude.
Calm down, my big American friend.
Why, Lois?
So,
He's going to cover up her body then.
what are we gonna do? What's the plan? What's the plan? Somebody has to plan. You have the
Yes.
plan, Wilhelm.
Yes, I said plan. What do you think?
I think it's a fine idea. Let's see if we can work in that direction.
Is there any little phone line or anything to reach out to Klaus?
There is not. You have not noticed a phone in here.
I asked the hobo, do you know how to read?
Blood. The battlefield.
He used to be a soldier. He could be our watch.
That was going to be my next thing. Does he know how to shoot a gun? I can give him my rifle.
A gun. A gun.
Not a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. I take it back.
He's staring at the body of Lois.
Chuck, why don't you and Lucky start pulling wood up? Get your mind off this. I'll get Lois out of the way.
Okay, it's something I can do. I can do this. I can bring up some wood and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lucky goes down to the cellar and collects some lumber. So yeah, you guys bring up nails and hammer, boards.
So do they both go down there?
Who?
Chuck doesn't go down.
Chuck, you asked.
He was gonna actually say something to Red Jake.
Okay. Because I was going to drag Lois outside so she's not in the way.
You mean as opposed to picking her up?
Well, I'm not very strong. I have trouble moving chairs.
If Chuck sees you starting to drag her, he'll help to actually pick her up. So there's two of us doing it.
So you're okay with the well then?
The well had fresh water in it.
No.
The bushes, perhaps.
Toss her in the well.
Or the barn, or just somewhere outside of the house. I mean, animals will come for her if she's in the bushes like that. There's already one body out there.
She can't be here. Downstairs? Take her downstairs?
No, let's take her to the barn. It's a little treacherous, but around the opening to the barn, we should be able to at least get her close to that, if not inside there.
Okay.
So we'll
you drag
head in that direction if Willem's good with it.
I follow Chuck's lead.
Okay.
Carry a foot.
All right.
Or two.
One is pretty hard.
Okay.
You're not that weak.
You drag the corpse of Lois out to the barn.
Oh shit! Where did they go?
It's just Red Jake.
What the hell? What? Jake! Yeah, fuck this place! Holy shit!
We hear this yelling in the barn. I start yelling back. Lucky, you okay?
Oh!
In the barn.
Oh!
It's
Oh!
okay.
Oh fuck, guys! You gotta tell me if you do that. That's not okay. It's just not okay, guys.
I'm gonna hug him. He needs a hug.
You give Lucky
Okay,
a
Lucky,
hug.
we will get through
Oh,
this. We will
man,
get through this, Lucky.
this
We
is
won't
crazy.
If face palming is a thing in the 1920s, Chuck's doing it.
Okay.
Thinking to himself 6 months in the military, and these guys could actually be men.
Okay. All right. Why don't we take a
Ah.
quick bio break? And yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. Yeah, why don't we take a quick bio break and I'll be right back.
Awesome.
Sounds good?
This is pretty fun.
Yeah.
This is not going to end well.
I hope it ends really well. You know, the one thing I was thinking with all my misses tonight is this ritual is this is why higher level people do rituals and not lower level people. You gotta make the rolls.
We got to fend this thing off for an hour, and at least one of the three of us has to be chanting at all the time,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So that's
And I highly doubt Lucky is going to be all that great with Latin.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a lot of sanity. Well, Wilhelm, he has less sanity than I do.
I've seen shit, man. Okay, I've seen shit.
Through the lens of a camera.
Exactly. Bolshevism isn't pretty.
All right, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. God, we could totally use Klaus for drawing the
So
symbol.
badly. So badly.
Not to mention the fourth person, but I mean, hopefully,
See, I was sure.
hopefully we
we'd have
can.
Lois for that.
Yeah, I kind of did too. I would talk about a twist. But and literally, I was seconds from having Chuck saying Lois, no, and grabbing her. But I didn't do that, and well, there you go. Hopefully we can get Red Jake to a point. I mean, I this is what I expect out of Red Jake. He'll start sentry duty, but then he's going to run.
Yeah, we can't rely on him for anything because we should just let him go, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of playing it by ear a little bit. I'd like to use him for a watch, but if he's not going to be able to do that, then fuck him.
That or just stick him in a chair outside the barricade so that the thing feeds on him first and it buys us more time.
Right, right.
That's a horrible thing to do or say. And I'm Bolshevik. I'm not evil.
You're right. Yeah, when he started running, I was half tempted just to let him go at that point, but I don't think
I'm glad you
Chuck
didn't.
would have. Yeah.
Yeah. No, at first I was rolling my eyes, but I was like, oh wait, and you stumbled on that stuff in the woods. It was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when he started running that direction too, I was thinking, cool, that's cool. I wanted to investigate out there anyway, so because of what he said about the thing stopping the chase.
Yeah, hearing something in the woods. So, yep.
Do you think we could get things mostly prepped and then do it like tomorrow night? I mean, just give ourselves that little bit of time to try to regain what we get, one point back or something for a day.
Any loss of life will be on your conscience, my friend.
Yeah, there was that one missing girl, but what was she doing out here? Was she just out for a walk, or did she live past this direction, or what?
No idea. I know what you know. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, it's just, this thing, we don't even know how long it's going to be confined to the house, It might just be testing the boundaries to make sure it can roam free.
Right, and it's got these 2 kills under its belt now, which is going to give it power. I mean, the only thing that waiting until tomorrow night would do for us is potentially give us like what, 1 sanity point back. It's not going to improve our rolls or anything like that. It's more, I think, a role play device to have our characters kind of feel a little bit more ready for this than they might be tonight. But
Well, I made my sanity check, so I mean, I'm ready now. That's why I'm pushing to do it now and just get it done, because we know what we're dealing with and how to do it. So
right.
I'm just pushing my side.
All right.
Ooh, we must be back.
Yeah, I'm back. All right.
Had to grab a handful of Halloween candy.
Yeah,
Do you have any visitors?
we have so much. Oh, because we had no visitors at all.
Yeah, we didn't go out or anything. Kids still dressed up and stuff, but
That's cool. I saw someone suggest that you plant candy behind doors around the house, so the kids could go and like knock on the door and then open it and search for their candy in a closet or in the, this bedroom, that bedroom. So they're still kind of going to doors to get candy, sort of thing. I thought that's cute. It's marginal but cute.
yeah, we hid candy all around the house, and they went and found it.
Like
That's what we
little
did.
basset hounds.
Yep.
I never ever get anybody at my place. I always get candy just in case, but I never have anybody come. One year, I was running late coming home from work, and I think I had something to do when I got home. So I didn't stop at the store. I hadn't gotten candy that year. And like 30 minutes or so after I got home, because it was a little bit later in the evening, there was a knock at the door, and this lady was there with her young child. Like, she was holding the child. The child was done up and all that. And I had nothing. I mean, I didn't have change, so I couldn't give coins. We didn't have anything canned or anything. I mean, literally nothing to be able to give. So I was super apologetic about that. And this lady was standing there almost as if like I had talked to her and mentioned this, and she was bringing her kid by as sort of a surprise for me and this kid. But I had never seen this lady before. It was just really weird. I had no idea, but I felt so bad because this is the 1 year I actually didn't have any candy or anything.
And then you got the trick.
right. Then the next day I was washing eggs off my door.
All right. All right. So you guys put the body of Lois in the barn and then head back into the farmhouse, I assume.
Yes.
Yep.
And we're going to start moving everything that we can to prepare for this.
Okay.
I think if we can, let's let Red Jake stay on the couch for as long as possible before we disturb the couch, because if he can recover, or at least partially recover from this shock, all the better. He'll be more sound of mind as far as decision making is concerned and whatnot, so that'll be good. But otherwise, we'll prep everything to do what Wilhelm suggested.
I'll try to bring up the table from downstairs as well.
And yeah, we'll all help out in regards to moving larger objects and things like that.
Okay. All right. So, and you're trying to barricade this area?
The front room.
Is that right?
Let's
Yep.
yeah, the front room.
And then you guys are going to be in the front room.
I accidentally put a circle on the map, sorry.
We're going to be in the back room with the fireplace.
Oh, shit.
We might want to we might want to consider actually trying to board up the stairs going down to the basement as well.
And the window.
See, at first I was thinking of going down there and doing it, but there's no way out. This way we have a way out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's windows here,
Board up the
and
windows.
here.
Yeah. I'm going to move the desk in front of it, move the table
You
in
got this
front of it over
door.
here. I mean, serious barricade.
Okay.
And then just start nailing it with the toolbox, the lumber, and the nails. We got plenty
Yeah,
of time.
we'll lay some of these boards over the stairs going down to the basement once we have everything we want or need out of the basement, and we'll nail that down so it's just one more avenue that it doesn't have, and then slowly work our way out. So the last thing that we board up, you think we should
Is
board
the
the
ceiling
windows of
is
the outer room?
ceiling,
No.
Okay, but drive some nails through the door though as the last thing
Over here.
of the front room. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh wait, that would lock you in. So you're
No, from the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, not
What?
the back, not the back door, the front door of the house over here. And
Okay, so you're gonna
that's gonna be the last thing.
barricade. You're gonna nail up that door. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
is the ceiling secure? I'll like
there's no
take something
attic.
and like
Don't touch the ceiling. Don't touch the
Yeah,
ceiling.
there's no
touch
attic
the
space, or there's no attic entry in this part of this half of the house.
Learn
I
from
just-
Lois.
I just don't want there to be like a board missing in the ceiling.
Go ahead and
Is that
roll
gonna be our
spot
first
hidden. And then I just want to be clear: you are closing this door, but you're not barricading it.
Mhm.
This one's not being nailed, so that if you need to get out, you can go out, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
But it
Did
can't
you-
be opened from the outside because of
Did
the.
you say that you wanted a spot hidden roll?
Yep, spot hidden. You don't spot any loose boards in the ceiling. Red Jake
Okay.
starts whittling.
Do we need any like crosses or anything like that help here in this?
I don't recall anything like that being mentioned.
Is there any other like occult stuff that we could think of to help us with this?
I'm gonna set up a camera on the fireplace here,
Okay.
or no, in the corner here, because the table's against the wall. So set up a camera.
Okay.
Oh, jeez,
And-
kids laughing in the sound effects too. Jeez.
And nailing the windows. I want to board up the windows. So even if I have to break the chair seats and stuff, I'm gonna nail those
All right,
to the window or
so
whatever.
you guys watch Lucky as he's beginning to nail up the windows and board them up.
Can I make an occult roll to see if I can get or know some kind of an answer to Lucky's question about any protective somethings that might be potentially prudent to have on us?
So in your experience so far with the occult, your only experience has been with that ghoul from a month ago.
Yeah, he had done some reading since the war because I do have some
Okay.
points into the occult skill.
What if the dead bodies come back as ghouls?
And so go ahead and do an occult check.
Yeah, not very good, but
Yeah, nothing's really coming to mind from like a personal protection standpoint.
What
That
didn't
goes
do
beyond.
much
Lucky
reading, just a
try
little
to-
bit.
Try to do this as well?
Sure.
Nope.
Level 1, baby.
Okay. So, and again, I just want to make sure that I'm clear. Lucky is going to be, oops, don't want to use that color. Is going to be boarding up all of the windows. So, I know you guys said you wanted an escape path. I don't know what that would be at this point.
Well, the door
this
over.
door
Yeah, the back door.
can open. It just has the bar on it, so it can't be opened from the outside. So we can just throw the bar off and then run.
Gotcha.
But if it like gets outside and tries to come in through this door, we can still. If it does that, I don't think it will.
Gotcha.
Hopefully have a little something.
If
But
it does that, we're trapped, and
Okay.
we have no choice but win.
I
Comrades.
believe from what you had read with those sheets, the Watcher was for other potential interfering entities. And so there could be some things trying to interfere from the outside. Some lesser spooks. So yeah, it's not a bad idea getting that door secure but able to be used.
Okay. All right. So Wilhelm sets up his camera. Lucky nails some boards over the windows. It's not perfect, but it'll do. You set up the bar over that door so that it can only be opened from the inside, not from the outside. And you guys created a little barricade over here.
Lots of wood and broken furniture for the fire, because we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, and while some of this manual stuff's going on, also Lucky's going to be going over the Latin as well as the symbol that needs to be drawn to, try to learn it as best he can to be able to replicate these things.
Okay. Yeah, you start practicing the
I'll try
Latin.
that too.
That
I mean,
symbol
we
is
can.
crazy.
Now, Wilhelm, you had started looking at the cigar box.
Yes.
The box and the brand of cigars date to the 1870s. And when you open the cigar box, inside is a small metal canister.
I carefully crack the canister open, thinking,
All right.
Not to spill, because I think it's in there, the dust.
It contains a coarse brownish powder. And then also inside the box is a smaller wooden box with a sliding lid.
I'm going to investigate it.
Within the smaller box is a silvery talcum powder-like substance. Give me either a science roll or chemistry or pharmacy.
Okay, give me a second.
So I'll be reviewing the paperwork with Chuck. Now, it didn't mention any amber or anything like that, right? To like trap this thing in.
Go ahead.
I have none of those things. The closest I think I would have is medicine. I have none of the things you listed.
Yeah, no science or chemistry or anything
No
like
science,
that. I don't
no
either.
chemistry, no pharmacy.
Then you can just roll science? Or do you not have science?
Nope, don't
I
have
don't have science. I don't know what that is.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Education, intelligence.
No, that's fine. No, I mean, if you don't even have science, you have no chance of knowing what this is.
No idea.
You're just
It's
like,
a
I
white
don't
powder.
know. Powder.
Some sort of talcum powder.
Yep. Okay.
I'm trying to think about, because there's been a couple references to ingredients in this paperwork and something else that we read too. I believe that something else that we read was talking about something, a powder to make them visible.
Is it?
Oh, you know,
It's
you
not
could. Okay,
flash
you
powder,
can
is
try a
it?
Cthulhu. You can try a Mythos. Do you have Cthulhu
Cth-
Mythos?
Like a little bit in it, yeah.
So,
I would say,
Wilhelm.
unfortunately. Okay.
Wilhelm, do you have a Cthulhu Mythos score?
Nope.
Yeah. No, you don't. All right, never mind.
So I'm going to show them the box
Okay.
and the
I
powders.
believe the powder that was mentioned for making them appear, wasn't there a description of what that powder looked like in that text?
In the book?
Yeah, in the paperwork and stuff, it talks about different powders.
The dust of Ibn Ghazi.
Yeah, and didn't you do some research on that in the library?
I tried to basically find where it came from, and that's where we found out it came from the not Egyptian,
Muian?
but the Ma,
The Mu, yeah, MU.
the Mu civilization. And it was originally possessed by the Nafru Ka. Or no, the Nafru Ka is what took it of the Egyptians.
Okay.
But the dust of Ibn Ghazi is what will make them appear. Easier to see.
What do you snuff it?
No, they have to be in it. Has to be on them.
Yeah, that's not a daunting task.
So you just throw it up in the air, kind of thing.
Sprinkle it, huh?
Initially, I don't think it was a problem because I think from what we've read so far, they had the amber that the thing was captured in, and as they were releasing it, it was still like in that range. So once they knew it was released, they could throw the powder to make it visible.
Yeah.
Because they knew it was there, but our
Well,
situation's a little bit different than that.
Do we need the amber?
which powder is which though? No, the amber is what was locking the bug inside. So as they made the ritual, the amber melted and released the genie inside, which was the bug. And that's what's now eating people.
It ate Lois.
Yeah, we think so. So let's end this here and now. Do we know which powder is which? My educated guess would be the white is the Ibn Ghazi powder.
Well, the papers here say the brown is the stuff to banish it, right?
Yeah, that has to burn in the fire.
Mm-hmm. Throughout the ritual.
Yep, so we just like sprinkle it in now and then.
Chuck's gonna spend a little time with Red Jake and
Okay. You can.
try to get him on board. He's gonna start off soft and try to slowly lean into see if he can get this guy back into sort of military mindset. Guard duty, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And wants to determine.
Okay. So, what I'd like you to do is a psychology or psychoanalysis roll.
Boom.
Yeah. All right. He's with you.
In that he's gonna let Red Jake know that he was an officer. He's gonna relate to him. I've been there. I know what you've been through. It's not easy for soldiers, but I need you now. We need you now. These
He's
horrors need to stop.
Yes, Lieutenant.
And Captain, actually, but that's
Yes,
okay.
Captain. Captain.
And you've got the easiest job if all goes well. We want you to post sentry outside the house. Stay close to the house, walk around, make sure nothing, even odd things, bother us in here until this is done. It should take up to 2 hours. Okay?
Yes.
Can you do that, Jake?
Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Thank you.
I wish I had my rifle, Captain.
It would be nice. We'll see what we can do. But until then, that knife is going to serve you best, okay? I've seen soldiers do amazing things with a knife.
I shall keep watch. I mean, sentry. I'll keep sentry.
He's going to drop some, like, stay tough kind of military lingo. Just one last build up as he leaves. And then we'll close ourselves in and I guess start, although we have to do it at midnight. So this would probably all be happening close to midnight.
I'll get a couple of different pieces of coal and I'll pass them out to everybody and say, hey, this is for drawing the thing. If any of us like freak out and we have to keep drawing the symbol.
Yep.
Here, and then we're all gonna chant.
Yep.
And then.
Or take turns.
I think we should all be doing everything. All of us start on the circle somewhere else and just all start drawing. So it's fun faster.
Could work.
2 of us, the one person needs to be throwing stuff on the fire and watching that.
And one person needs to be chanting to start.
All of us.
One, but I say all of us. We all have a copy, so.
Right, but do you think we should all be doing it together?
Yep.
Yes, because we all are going to pause at different times to take breath, because we can't have any interruptions. It's got to go continuous.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're going to draw the symbol on the floor somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lots of extra firewood and stuff like that, Cliff, notwithstanding.
Okay.
And we all have to stay far apart from each other.
Yeah, mostly I'm thinking, like, obviously the bedroll's not there. I think that comfy chair we probably moved out. The chair for the desk we moved out. We may just leave the desk, though, because I'm sure we could utilize that during this. But other than that, unless you think we should just get rid of the desk, too.
I was thinking in front of the door, but I like what you're thinking. But yeah, like the big stuffed chair moved in front of the door to block it.
Outside
the
the room.
Here?
Yeah, everything is piled up here. Tables, couches, totally barricaded.
And then boarded as well. Nailed boarded.
Yep.
And that bedroll's actually probably covering Lois right now, so.
Sure, perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna thunk a couple of knives into the floor that I can grab up really quick, and I'm gonna have a couple of knives in my hands or at the ready in my little belt or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, was there any chalk or anything with it, or are we just gonna use the coal, the charcoal?
Just charcoal, whatever we have. I think it's a good idea.
Okay, so it gets dark. You guys can, prepare the space. You get a fire going in the fireplace. Around 11:30, Red Jake, goes out to stand sentry as you guys lock the place up. You guys draw your symbol right on the floor. Or I guess you get ready to around midnight.
Yeah, does the symbol need to be drawn during the ritual, or can it be done pre?
What's it say? Also, you can do it beforehand.
I'm just taking a look here.
I was gonna say I'm looking at the handouts. It doesn't specify unless it's in Latin.
Can't read Latin. Yeah. Well, we have a fucking hour. We can do it before. During.
When you described it, Cliff, you described it as one person is speaking out loud while another is drawing a pentagram and a third is burning chemicals in a fire. That's like verbatim what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds right.
Yeah, so we'll follow that.
So, yep.
Okay.
Um,
And the recommendation is that everyone's chanting so that if one person stops, there's still two other people talking. That way somebody can get a break. Then the third person can come back in. Another person can take a break, right?
right. So
Exactly.
in part of the preparation, because I imagine we're not going to be able to memorize this shit, this has been copied onto separate pieces, so we can all have a copy.
Yes.
Is there any water to wet our throat if we need it? I'd hate to lose my voice in the middle of this.
Yeah, I
Didn't
mean
you make some tea?
there was some tea that we probably pulled from the other room. I imagine we probably been drinking that, but we could take the
Yeah.
teapot and get water from the well.
Yep. And so it's getting closer to midnight. And checking your watch, it's then suddenly 12 o'clock. And so
We start.
Yeah.
Wait, who has the powder? We're not ready. Who has the
No,
powder?
we're ready. We're ready.
I spilled it. Oh no.
Lucky's burning. Chuck is drawing. Wilhelm's reciting. We're all reciting, but Wilhelm's primary on that. And then we'll just gesture. We'll make gestures to swap up if we need to.
Okay. All right. So you guys begin. You're drawing out the symbol. You're doing the chanting. You got started right at midnight. The first few minutes, everything is going smoothly. Very nice. Suddenly you hear a large crash upstairs. You hear Red Jake outside. What is that?
Keep going.
You hear
with the
thumping
ritual.
upstairs. Dust is shaking off of the ceiling of the room. This goes on for about 20 minutes.
I look around nervously as I'm chanting and feeding the fire with the little brown powder stuff.
Okay, good. Throwing it in there. You hear an awful howling.
Little pinch at a time.
Yeah.
We
Don't
might
run
have to
out.
do this again if we run.
Yeah. You hear this awful howling. And you hear grunts. This foul curses spoken in a harsh, guttural voice.
Chuck's going to do his
30
best to
minutes
ignore
in.
that and continue on with reciting and drawing.
Yeah, you're about 30 minutes into the ritual. It feels like you can feel the walls of the house shake.
I just stare at the paper and ignore anything around me. I just focus on the paper and then glance up at Chuck and Lucky and make sure they're okay in doing their thing.
Suddenly, thick, stinking goo oozes through the ceiling and drips down the walls. Everyone give me a luck roll. Nice.
I am lucky.
Yep. All right, Wilhelm.
Uh-oh.
Some of this ooze lands on your hand. It begins to burn for 1 point of damage. It's like acid.
Oh, it burns!
The old house sways and creaks, and there's sudden jolts shaking it to its foundations. Objects are rattling around and falling off of shelves. Everyone give me a sanity roll.
Whew.
Ugh.
Okay. All right. Chuck. Oh man, it's almost too much for you. 3 sanity points are lost. Wilhelm, you lose 2 sanity points. You can't believe just how the whole house is like kind of swaying back and forth with this acidic ooze coming out of the ceiling and down the walls. You hear outside.
Can't pay attention to that now. Chuck's
Nope.
going to try and steady his shaking hand and continue the drawing and the reciting, which the shaking's probably coming through his voice too.
There's a bang on this door that's super loud, almost like a tree fell into it. It's just like boom right onto the door. And then it's again boom.
Keep going the
A few
first
seconds later, boom. It's just pounding on that door.
I throw another pinch on the fire.
Yep, while continuing to talk, I slide the table now in front of the door just for whatever use that is, and then lean on it.
Suddenly it's quiet.
Keep the ritual going.
Yeah,
Use the
talking.
quiet to try to steady.
The house stops shaking. Everyone roll. Give me a listen roll. All right. Wilhelm and Lucky, you hear a faint call for help from a woman's voice outside.
I look at Wilhelm. My eyes get all big while I'm still chanting.
I shake my head no, and keep chanting.
It sounds like
It's a
it's getting
trick.
closer.
I yell out, "It's a trick!" I interrupt my chanting enough to say, "It's a trick, don't listen," and I keep chanting.
Me. What is this thing? Help me.
Keep drawing. Keep chanting.
Yep, focus just on the paper, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even louder, maybe a little louder, just to kind of try and drown it out.
Okay.
Chuck is gonna I mean, there's some similarities with decision making processes and things here in regards to what you probably deal with in war. So Chuck's gonna give both the guys a reassured nod as he continues, with the drawing and the chanting.
In his hands, like shaking.
Shaking like crazy, yeah.
My left hand's all bubbled up and blistered, and I just nod back at him.
It's all about being an officer, man.
You hear, coming from the window over here, scratching. A woman crying. Help me. It's out here. Help me. I must get back
I
to
go
my
to the other
husband.
side of the fireplace.
There's something out here. Scratching, at the. Please help me, please.
Continue on. Do my best to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
I need to turn a light on. Hold on.
Brilliant.
Okay, we're good.
You guys continue on. You're about 45 minutes into the, ritual. Suddenly, it smells like baked bread and roasted meats. It's a pleasant smell.
Lucky just shakes his head like, nope, this isn't happening. This just isn't. This isn't right. This isn't. Throw another pinch on the fire.
Continues
Wilhelm,
sketching,
you
chanting.
hear some pounding at the window behind you. Let me in. There's something out here. I need a gun. Let me back in. Captain! Captain! Captain, let me in! For the love of God, let me in!
Oh, it's the hobo.
Mm-hmm.
I ignore him. I thought it was a ghost. It's just a hobo. I don't
we
care.
have
I
to.
care less
We
about
have
the
to.
hobo.
He just continues to pound. Captain! Captain! Let me in! I lost my knife! I lost it!
Oh, it's not the hobo.
Yeah. Keep going.
You
I think
continue on.
the hobo's probably a red smear on that door.
Yep. Yep. Wow. Oh.
More strange smells continue to emanate into the room. It shifts away from the bread to smoke, like something's burning, and it gets stronger and stronger.
Is the
Now-
fireplace chute still open? We're not like filling ourselves up with smoke, are we?
No, we would have built the fire beforehand, so that would have been apparent.
Well, I mean, he hasn't plugged it up, has he?
Or lit the building on fire.
There's more pounding at the windows, both of them. You can hear two people begging for help. It's out here. It's out here. For the love of God, help me.
Yep.
Continue the drawing. Continue the chanting.
Right.
They can
You
run away.
get about an hour and a half into this ritual. A wisp of oily smoke curls down from the ceiling, twisting towards the center of the pentagram on the floor.
My eyes bulge, but I don't miss a beat.
Yeah.
Chuck's probably raising his voice at this time to at least match Wilhelm's.
And I start moving to my camera.
Okay. You hear some noises outside in the bushes. But other than that, all the other noises around the house seem to have stopped abruptly.
What's happening with the smoke that's entering the center
It's
of this thing?
getting thicker and thicker and thicker. Like this.
Wow!
Oof.
Photography, yeah.
That one's not going to be any good.
This thing starts to become partially visible. And
I
then-
throw the white powder.
Okay.
I like panic and just throw the whole damn thing.
Oh, jeez.
Vanishes. And then you kind of look away for a second. And there's something on the floor. A form.
Keep drawing, keep chanting.
Keep chanting. Keep chanting.
It's Lois.
I kick Lucky. Make sure he's pinching the fire.
Of course.
Yep.
She gets up. She's like, what happened? Where am I? Where, Chuck, where? And she pulls herself up on the floor, and seems to be like wiping some blood or something off of her head.
Still has a hole in
Chuck,
the
what
chest.
is this? What is happening?
Throw powder. Throw powder.
What happened? Why is it
keep
dark?
drawing.
Chuck.
I chant loudly.
After an hour and a half, is the sketch itself actually done? Is the symbol actually done? Or just chanting at this point?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can
Okay,
keep going
okay.
over it or whatever you need to do, or you could do the chanting now. Yeah. And Lois is looking right at you. What are you doing to me? What is this?
I shake my head. Nope.
She looks
I'm
Lucky.
Chuck's
still
gonna look
chanting.
away.
Lucky!
He's gonna look away and keep chanting.
Lucky, get me out of here. What happened to me?
I've heard an arm across the front of Lucky.
I just keep chanting, and I throw another pinch on the fire.
Lucky, look at me. Help me, get me out of here. What is this? And she's hitting, like, it's almost like a force field or something. Where am I? What is this?
After seeing that column of smoke with the tentacles and the eyeballs and stuff, I just nope and nope.
Big old nope.
Lucky will keep chanting.
Actually, seeing Lois's form and pretty darn sure that it's not Lois, this kind of fuels the anger that Chuck has over her death and the fact that he wants this thing gone. So he's gonna try and reinforce the chanting he's doing.
Start shouting it.
Lois
Probably
gets
get louder.
right
After
in.
an hour and a half, do we have this memorized? Can I just close my eyes and stand in the corner with my eyes closed and just
You can give it a
chant?
shot, yeah. So Lois gets right in Chuck's face. Chuck, what is this? I told you I did not want to be here tonight. Get me out of here. I'm afraid now.
All right, Chuck's gonna do something perhaps stupid. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. But he's gonna look up, still chanting. Look her
afraid.
dead in the eyes, and he's probably got a very angry look in his face because he doesn't think he's looking at Lois, and he just keeps chanting. His voice is probably hoarse, but he's gonna try and just reinforce that and louder, stronger, keep it going.
Okay. Her eyes turn bright red as she steps back into the center. And there's this loud boom, right? And it goes back to that black swirling tentacles, red eyes, all over. Just as kind of like you could feel the vibrations in your guts, like boom, as Lois vanishes and this form fills this space. Everyone roll a sanity check for me.
I'm in the corner, eyes closed.
Okay. So Lucky and Chuck roll sanity for me. All right. Chuck, you only lose 1 sanity point. Lucky, though. Oh, man, he loses 7. Oof.
Holy moly.
Oh, no. This thing might be the thing that puts Lucky over the edge here. All right. Lucky, you couldn't stand the fact that you just saw Lois and you feel like you let her stay in that almost like a prison that you've created. You have suffered a major emotional trauma. I need you to roll a percentile. Roll me 1d100. Okay, what is your intelligence?
My intelligence is 50. I don't know why it double clicked.
Okay.
But
So your intelligence is 50. You rolled above it.
The first click was 4.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I only saw the 63. Okay, so your first roll is what we're going to go with. All right, so you rolled a 4. So you basically made a intelligence check is what this is. So this means that you fully understand and you comprehend what you have seen, and you have gone temporarily insane.
Freaking lost it! Wow!
You just cannot believe this. You are going to... oof. Oh, man.
Maybe go and hide in a corner. I don't.
So...
There's no way out.
No, so you're okay. But your reality is kind of shifting after seeing all of this, right? And it's almost like the world has just tilted sideways on you, okay? And
You hear a telephone ringing.
and so let's see here. I'm going to roll. Okay. 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 Yeah. So for you, you're just like you're basically you've just gone temporarily insane. The horrors are just too much for you.
I'll just start rocking back and forth and just it's the Lois and the thing. That thing. It has this that big old thing. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
So
you drop the brown
camping
powder
anymore.
container onto the floor.
Chuck is going to retrieve that.
Okay.
I'm going total Blair Witch and just facing the corner,
Okay.
chanting. Still chanting.
Chuck's grabbing. He's chanting, of course, but he's also going to take the powder and take over the burning duties.
All right, you take over the burning duties, and in the last few moments here, as you're approaching that 2-hour mark, the black smoke is just writhing faster and faster, and those red eyes are becoming a blur, and those black tentacles are just slamming into the ground, and you can just hear it shrieking. No, you hear revenge. As suddenly, it's almost like a vacuum just whoosh, and everything goes quiet.
I'm going to keep chanting and burning.
Same. Until it's silent for like a good 15 minutes.
Probably, yeah.
And then I'll go over at Chuck and Lucky.
Okay.
Looks like Lucky's aged 20 years.
Yeah, Lucky's, hugging his knees, kind of rocking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Hair's gone gray.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck falls to his knees, his voice probably almost gone, still whispering the chant.
I
But
run over.
he's done at this point.
Yeah, there's nothing, no more ooze on the walls, nothing like that. House isn't shaking at all. You feel almost like a cool breeze.
He'll sit back and just eyes closed, face up, towards the sky, the ceiling. Just feeling that cool breeze.
I sit next to him and do the same. Thankful.
As you
Still feel it.
Yeah, as you guys walk towards Lucky, you're confident that you've seen like little shadow tentacles flopping near you, and so you start. You're like, oh, what was that? But it was just Wilhelm walking by. But then on the other side, little shadowy tentacles slapping down. You look,
Whoa!
and it's just Chuck. He's just coming over, and he's got a friendly look on his face.
Powder. Let's throw the powder.
What do you mean?
The white
The
powder.
silver powder?
Is there any left?
There's a pinch left.
I toss it around, sprinkle it in the air around us.
Okay. It glitters a little bit.
Nothing on the ground.
Chuck stands up. He says, Wilhelm, and he kind of gestures towards Lucky, like, could you tend to him?
I take his picture.
As he's doing that, Chuck's going to go over to the door here. And he's going to look back with his hand on the crossbar and look at probably Wilhelm. He's going to look at both of them, but probably Wilhelm.
Okay.
Like, you ready? Should we do this?
Do it.
So he pulls the barricade off and opens the door, but stands back as he does, kind of like to open it to let them see through the door without his body blocking the way.
Okay.
But he's looking out the door too.
Looking out the door, you see Red Jake lying on the ground.
Okay. Gonna probably slowly make his way out towards Red Jake, but he's looking around as well.
Okay.
It's what, like 2:30?
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Before he steps out, he's actually going to take Wilhelm's lantern. He'll turn that on, and then make his way out with the lantern. He'll use that to illuminate his way.
Okay. Are you just like heading to Red Jake? Or are you bringing?
Yeah,
him
he's
in,
going to make his way over there as long as he doesn't see,
Yeah.
anything.
That's clear.
Okay, and he's going to, as he approaches, the concept is he still breathing? Is he still alive?
He's not breathing, or you don't see any movement whatsoever.
Okay, so
but when you get up to him,
get
you'll have
closer.
To do, you could do like a first aid, a medicine check.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah, you got no idea what's going on. It's just so dark out here.
Have I made any? I think I made one first aid check. I didn't mark it, so I want to check. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, you're not sure what's going on. You don't know if he's knocked out. You don't know if he's dead. You don't know if he's drunk.
Okay, that'll be determined later. There's a red X over him. Of course he's dead. And he's going to then... The last place he heard the woman was over this way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Over that way, sorry.
Yeah.
So he's going to go around there and see if there was actually anybody there.
Roll spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
You can see scratch marks around the windows.
Okay. No body or anything. So he'll just continue his route around the house.
Okay.
And back to the door. See if there's any other bodies. Did this thing actually possess the dead body of Lois or something and move her from where she was? I'm not going to go to the barn to check, though, at this point. Just want to see if there's any, since we heard the female, any body around the house or anything like that.
You're not. You're only seeing the heap that is Red Jake.
Okay. You'll step back in. Red Jake's the only one I see out here, and he's not moving.
We need to put more wood on the fire. We gotta get the fire going brighter.
We should leave.
As you approach the fire, you think you might see shadowy tentacles
Whoa!
from in the flames.
Something in the fireplace. Did you see it? Wilhelm!
Come on, Lucky, let's get out of here.
Lucky, you are not okay. Let's go back to the village. It is toxic here for you.
Is it?
Come now.
Is it
Shush,
safe?
shush.
Is
No,
it
shush,
safe
shush,
to go out?
shush, shush, shush,
It's not
shush,
safe to go outside in the dark.
shush, 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 shush. Come along.
It's dark.
Shush, shush, shush. Come along.
Okay.
All right. And you guys walk back to the village.
On the way back, Chuck's gonna pull out the flask of Lois's and hand it to Lucky.
Okay.
Open it up and hand it to Lucky. Come
Lucky
on.
will take a huge swig of it.
Yeah, stiff one of those.
Yeah, it helps. It helps. All right.
I don't stop till we get to the lightning tree, and then I'll take a swig.
Wilhelm, could you just take a look at Red Jake and get a confirmation? Because, I mean, if he's just passed out, at this point, Chuck doesn't know. If he's just passed out, Chuck wouldn't just leave him there.
Okay, what are we doing?
Apparently he's taking a damn good picture of something.
He's taking a photo.
Of a dead hobo.
Oh my gosh. How could that be damn good? So, by taking the
didn't
picture,
lie.
you're saying you
He
realize
didn't
that
do
he's
that
dead?
with the monster, but
Yeah, he takes a
fucking dead
photo.
hobo. Fuck yeah!
As you guys walk down, walk down the road and head back into town. It's only like a mile or two.
Mm-hmm.
And you find a place to go and get a drink. All right, well done.
Well, there is one thing that we do need to discuss.
What's that?
And we're probably going to discuss this either on the way back or very quietly in this tavern. What are we going to tell the police?
We would never hear.
People who've seen us here. We've asked questions.
Travelers. I don't think anyone's going to bother that house for a while, and the next person who does is going to be another hobo. Lois isn't from here.
She deserves a proper burial.
I agree with you, she does, but we didn't have
bury
time.
her.
And under these circumstances, I think it's okay.
Maybe we
We'll say
need
a
to take her
prayer.
back to the circus and have a wake and bury her properly.
Somebody get that man a
We can't
drink.
go back. Yeah, have another drink, Lucky. We can't go back.
Yeah, we definitely order another round, and as that round is delivered, Chuck's going to raise his cup and be like, this is her wake.
Drown your tentacles, Lucky. I mean your sorrows.
All right.
Man, that
Okay.
doesn't feel
All right. So the let's do. I almost said let's do XP. There's no XP. All right. So first things first. You guys marked your skills that you use. So each of the skills that you used, you get to do a skill check, and
that we use successfully.
that you use successfully, and you get to do a skill check. If you fail it, which is what you want to, if you hang on, let me make sure I'm doing this right.
You want to fail.
Yeah,
yes,
for this
you want
we
to
wanna
fail so that then you can gain. That way you can gain points for your skill. There it is. That's the page I need. Perfect. So your rewards of success. So go ahead and do that. Okay. So your spot hidden, Wilhelm, is going to, holy smokes, increase by 9. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
All right. Increase it by 4.
Lucky, why don't we do like a round robin or something? Make this fun.
Sounds good.
Okay. Spot hidden? No.
No. Nope. Ooh, get to increase brawl by 3. Ooh, you get to increase psychology by 4.
Nice.
Nope.
Whose turn is it?
Nope. Ah. Increase that listening skill. Nope. Oh, nice. Psychology
Nice.
comes in handy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Good grief. So ridiculous.
It really is. It really
It's
is.
awesome.
2 weeks in a row, or 2 times in a row now.
Oh, 10.
Oh, wow.
All right. Anyone else?
That's pretty good. Yes.
No. That's it for me.
Increase by 1.
So how do I increase my sanity again?
So we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Yep, I'm done.
All right.
I
Great.
believe that's it for me, too.
All right. So, because you successfully banished the lurker, everyone gains 8 sanity points.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Nice.
That helps. So on top of what we currently
So you
have,
add
or
those
our
to
map?
your current total. Not your total
Current
total, your
total.
current total.
Okay.
So knowing that horrible thing
gone for
you
good.
saw is no longer
I didn't
here
see it.
helps restore some of your sanity back.
Okay, so can we actually go over our total with our current total? So I was down 7 from my total. And then if I get 8, that would take me up to 1 over.
So I
my
believe
total.
you would just go back up to full, basically,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So this is like a way to restore some sanity. Of kind of going, whew, okay, that was bad, but it's not too bad because I know
Hey,
this
that
thing's
helped
gone.
me
It
quite
was
a bit.
bad, but now it's over.
Yep, exactly.
Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And deep down, I know it's over, except for Lucky, who went temporarily insane. He does have some that's going to go on for him. He is going to
Jeez.
still be affected. Yeah, he does feel better knowing that this thing's not there, but he's
Lois died.
Lois died,
Lois
and so
died.
there's going to be something there for him for a little bit.
He's scarred.
Yep.
Also,
So am I.
is the Cthulhu mythos connected to loss and recovery of sanity?
No, that's so. Sometimes things will happen in the game where you can increase your Cthulhu mythos. It's not very often though that it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the only time before this that I've lost sanity points, I ended up getting some Cthulhu mythos. So I was just.
Oh, that was for a
wondering if it
different
was
reason.
connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, right
Cool.
on. All right. So
Yeah, I imagine I would imagine all 3 of us. I know Chuck would be, but I imagine all 3 of us are going to be pretty lit tonight. Just somberly fucked up before we eventually just are too tired to go on and go and pass out.
We have
Agreed.
to bury her. We can't leave her body out for the animals.
She's in the barn. She'll be fine until we go back.
Yeah,
To do that.
Whatever you say, Lucky. Here's another round coming.
yeah, exactly.
Put this down.
Right on. So
Doctor's orders.
So I think we'll wrap up there. So well done, you guys. That was awesome. Hopefully that was scary
Yeah.
and creepy for you guys.
There's some good tension in there that was given concern. Yeah.
Right on.
Very fun.
Right on.
That was very fun.
All right.
Barely
Well,
survived. to be honest.
thanks for watching, everyone who watched, and tune in next time.
Yes, indeed. Keep smiling.
Awesome.